Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Marvel Legends series X-Men's Emma Frost, aka the White Queen. And this to me, and we'll have a closer look, feels more like an astonishing X-Men White Queen rather than what we've seen before. And there is an X on the top, there is the White Queen on the side, there's a White Queen on the back, and the Build-A-Figure piece for Child, I'm not sure if I said that correctly, is the right leg, so to speak. So let's get this figure open and have a closer look. Okay, I kid you not, this is the hardest figure with stilettos to stand, and it really does bug me. I understand they're trying to create petite feet, but just a little bit there would have made this stand a little bit more better. I understand the need for her to have stilettos. If she didn't have them, we would be quite annoyed. However, this is a nightmare figure to stand. It is driving me nuts. I kid you not, and I've not even had much for play with, but just to get her into a position to show her, yeah, literally, it's driving me nuts. So anyway, let's have a quick look. Here comes the foot for Child, if I said that correctly. There we go, nice foot, nice looking foot. So in terms of the figure, other than this gripe that I've instinctively had, which I think I had for the other Emma Frost, exactly the same thing, it's there. But just looking at her as a body, that looks absolutely stunning. That is a beautiful, beautiful Emma Frost. I love the way that the cape just sits below the neckline. I was trying to think of the right words to say then. And then you've got this beautiful cape that just sort of swirls around there. It looks really good. I guess the biggest thing with this is that because of that, you've got major restrictions on the hand. Sorry, not on the hand, on the arm. Massive restrictions, which is a wee bit frustrating, and you can just see where it just pins in there. So that is a little bit irritated. I also, when they were going to release Madeline Pryor as part of the Ghost Rider thing, they made this big attempt to close off certain body parts. To some extent, I understand why they were doing that as a company, because it advertises something inappropriate. However, that collected in particular was aimed at adults and perhaps should have been allowed. Now, if I look at this body, this is also revealing to a point. So I just wanted to put that in there, that they've done this sort of revealing, but they couldn't have done it with that. So I just thought I'd put that out there. So articulation-wise, so like I said, the arms are pretty much hindered by you having to lift this up and move the arms into a place that you want it to. It's got a single joint on there. It is pinless. You have the spin on the hand and the up and the down. Now the head, because of the way the hair is as well, you're not getting 360 with that, just like the arms. You are not getting that full mobility there. There is movement on the chest like most female bodies. She can sort of almost do the split. She actually does all right in that department. She's got a swivel there, and then she's got a double on the legs. Now that is going to be hindered by this cloak here, so you need to just be careful how you put that in there. And then she does have a lefty, a righty, an upsy, and a downsy. Not much moving there. There we go. But she is still a nightmare to stand. Absolute damn nightmare. I'm not impressed with this. Maybe it's just my skills trying to get her into a position, but it's driving me barmy. There we go. I've got her standing up. Look at that. Finally got her standing up to some extent. So there we go. I finally got her there. So, but other than that piece, this is a really nice figure. I'm really happy to finally have an astonishing X-Men White Queen that should sit in my thing. Now, the last time we got a White Queen was, I'm going to say, around 2013, 2014. And was it the puck wave? It could be the puck wave. I could be talking absolute crap here, if I'm being honest with you, because it's so long ago that I can't remember exact details, but I feel like it was that wave. And I never got it because it didn't have a Build-A-Figure piece. And maybe it was 2014. I never got it, completely missed it. And I did try and get it later on, and it was not by one and trying. In the UK, it was very difficult to get that wave for some reason. I can't remember what the reason was for that, but we struggled to get that wave over here. And as such, I managed. I think I brought some from the US back then. To be fair, we didn't have the amazing outlets or distributions that we have now. It's so much easier now to collect stuff, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, this is okay. I'm very happy with it. The standing thing's going to drive me nuts. I almost feel like she's sinking forward as I talk, etc. Now, in terms of accessories, so she comes with the hands to, do her mental projections, etc., and she comes with a fist. Now, one thing I do hope that we get in a wave in the near future, whether that's next year or next year, I hope we get a new diamond version of Emma Frost, because it needs to happen. The last time they tried that was Toy Biz, and it's an awful figure. I've still got that figure, and it's awful. It's, it's the most tiniest, skinniest thing going, and a nightmare. Whereas this is a nice mold, other than the issue that I have, and maybe that's just me not being patient enough in terms of getting her in a nice position. But other than that, there we go. It's Emma Frost. So let's bring in the Astonishing X-Men, people. So to wrap it up, here is Emma Frost with the Astonishing X-Men team. So we clearly need certainly an updated Beast. As far as I'm concerned, even with him looking like a cat, he should be a reasonable size to Cyclops and Kitty Pryde. So this is much needed. I can't remember if Hasbro actually delivered this in their early days of taking over the contract, which I feel wasn't so successful, hence why they took a step back and then came flying out in 2011, I'm going to say. I could be wrong in terms of that. And we got a little Wolverine, one of my oldest figures from 2006, but he is still Astonishing X-Men, so we certainly need new Astonishing X-Men Wolverine and an updated Danger. That would be awesome. With that Danger, she has something very similar to the White Queen of that area, in terms of she is very hard to stand and can be a little bit of a nightmare. But this Emma Frost fits in so nicely here. It looks so good that I'm very, very happy with adding her to my collection. And I do hope we get those replacement figures at some point that are certainly much needed. So there you have it. There is my review of Emma Frost. So if you like my channel, please support my channel by subscribing. Thank you to everybody that is subscribed to my channel. We appreciate you folks a lot. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.